Okay, we're showing up. We've got more friends here.
We do have friends, and
Exciting.
we're a little bit excited about it. We're also excited about the fact that this morning families and communities separated by COVID are finally being reunited in beautiful scenes as the border between Victoria and New South Wales is reopened.
Let's get today's take on this. We see this wonderful footage here with Shelley Horton from 9 Honey and 2GB's Ben Fordham. Welcome back. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen you. So it's been 137 days for those people there this morning.
Amazing, isn't it?
Such emotional scenes.
And a great welcome home for so many people. And look, there is a big human element to this whole thing.
Yeah.
And to see families able to connect again. There was a famous Sydney drag queen who went there to the airport this morning, Penetration.
Oh, we know
who
Penny.
was there to welcome everyone with open arms and have the
Penny.
families come in. And all we need to do now is to plead with the Queensland Premier and the WA Premier, because this has become beyond a joke. You know, New South Wales has now gone 30 days without any cases that haven't been linked to a known cluster. We're up to 15 days of no community transmission. And the goalposts just keep on moving. People need to plan holidays. People need to plan gatherings. There are people who are passing away without being able to see their loved ones. So we know that you're protecting your state, and we understand that. And same to Mark McGowan in WA. But it's time. It's time to take the handbrake off.
Well, as we know, it's the time when leaders need to be agile, right? And they need to be dynamic and follow things as they unfold, because we're in uncharted territory. We in New South Wales have now met the, let's say, rather ridiculously high bar that was set by Queensland Health in the first
that we
place.
didn't think we'd even be able to meet.
But it's been met, and we still now have to wait until this once-a-month review of the borders at the end of the month. Dr Jeanette Young is still putting her foot down on that. I don't understand, what is the logic, Shelley, behind a once-monthly review of the borders when there are these other bars that have been set that we've met as well?
We are seeing that things are changing daily and weekly, so once a month is not good enough. I'm not even ashamed to say that when I watched those people reuniting at the airport, I had a cry this morning.
So did I.
Because I am so desperate to get home to my family in Queensland. And also, I need to plan. So I've got accommodation booked, but I have to give a 14-day notice, otherwise I'll have to lose all of my money. So it's not just that it needs to be open, we need to have some notice of it being open so that we can actually organise it. So once a month isn't good enough, particularly in the lead up to Christmas. So I'm with you, and I know you're desperate to
Well, we
go
have
to
skin in the
Queensland.
game here. This
Well,
is,
I know.
which makes
I'm right
it
between
hard.
a couple of Queenslanders here.
I know.
Because South Australia have done great. They are being agile. They are being nimble. They're like, OK, this lockdown, it was quick. It's happened. It's done. Let's move on. Let's get everyone back to school.
I think we need to move back to go to hotspot lockdowns rather than border closures.
Absolutely.
I think that's going to be the way
The other
forward.
element is that it does play well locally with those leaders, keeping people locked out. For example, WA, I know a lot of children who are working on the East Coast who are desperate to go home and see mum and dad, introduce grandchildren or grandparents, but the grandparents are saying, listen, I'm sorry, but we support Mark McGowan because we want to stay
It's
safe.
the same in Queensland.
Same in Queensland.
You know, there is a lot of support locally for it, but we're one country, come on.
Well, that's the thing, and it's a handbrake on the national economy, these borders being shut.
I've got money to spend.
Well, that's
I'm ready.
We're ready.
That's a hard thing, as you were saying, because 2020 has been such a tough year that, you know, financially people can't just keep putting this stuff off and losing deposits and rebooking flights if flights even happening.
And also, when you wait to book it, then it's an inflated price because you haven't got the, you know, the cheaper price of booking it 3 months ahead.
And it's not frivolous, you know, it sounds frivolous talking about holidays and making holiday bookings and things like this, but it's human connection, it's family connection, it's grandparents seeing their grandchildren for the first time, it's people passing away, it's families trying to be with sick relatives, it's mental health. So. Anyway, you can let us know your thoughts online as well. Shelley and Ben stay with us when we come back. Sell your furniture for double what you paid. IKEA's biggest ever buyback.
And the Sky High dating sessions revolutionising plane travel for singles. That should go well. We'll be right back.
Well, if you thought you loved IKEA before, you were going to really love them now. The furniture shop is now offering to buy your old furniture at double the normal rate, hosting a buyback service to combat landfill.
Don't tell my wife. Let's get today's take on this with Shelley Horton and Ben Fordham. Because, Shell, I notoriously, and not that I respect the brand, I just don't like going there because it's overwhelming for a personality like me. It's like, I don't know where to look. Lisa's obsessed. Now, this is a great idea, though. I love this because I could buy the Shelley couch if it was your couch, and I don't think that's weird. But you could, hand over to people who need it more.
It's a little weird.
Now that you put it that way,
I want to ask what's happening on the couch.
many things.
Let's move on from Shelley.
Move on. Yeah. Look, this is great for the environment.
Yeah.
This is great because you know what? I am so sick of my furniture because I have been stuck in my apartment for most of COVID. I've been doing live crosses from my lounge room. I've been doing virtual meetings. So to be able to take stuff back, double the value.
They give you like
and they give you a voucher.
coupons.
You can then update. So I just think it's a win-win. My only thing will be with the IKEA furniture I've got, I don't treat it that well. So it has to be in good nick still.
Sure.
But it's good because somebody's already built it.
That's
and
right.
it works. That's what I like about it.
That's why it's worth double the money, in my opinion.
This is right up my alley. I've always driven around the neighbourhood. In fact, it was the big rubbish throw-out day yesterday in my area. So, and I know that I'm a big fan of kind of stealing other people's rubbish that they're throwing out because now when I'm in the car with the kids, they will say, "Dad, did you see that?" They kind of look out the window. They go, "Dad,
jousting
there's people,
sticks, Dad."
Yeah, chucking stuff out. So yesterday I got a watering can.
That's good. That's
Pearl found a box that had nail polish in it.
Yeah.
Most of them were half empty, but there's some in there still
Half
to be
full,
used.
I think.
Half full. Thank you. So, you know, you add all these things up.
was just some
toys,
hangers,
all
there's
sorts
some
of
wire
other bits
hangers
and
there.
pieces.
It's great.
And I gave it a bit of a wipe down so that Jodie, when she
COVID
complains, I can say, listen, it's all clean, it's all ready to go.
I need good for
and
the
we
environment.
do. When you weigh it all up, when you look at all that stuff outside everyone's house, I'm amazed that we've got anywhere to put it all. I mean,
That's right.
and it ends up in landfill if we can find a way, and good on the retailers for a corporation to take a lead on it and say, we're going to reward you for bringing your old stuff in. I'd say, well done, IKEA.
Well, also making news this morning, Lovers in the Air, a Taiwanese airline is launching flights to nowhere for the sole purpose to host intimate speed dating sessions. It's intimate, all right, you're trapped. Not only a ticket's $400, but every passenger must have a college degree or above. Let's park that for a second.
what?
Yeah.
And fit the age requirement. So 28 to 38 for men, 24 to 35 for women. I'll let that sit for a second too. Fordo, uni degrees and age gaps and you know, all that sort of stuff. This...
You perplexed.
It also feels a bit like this is a plane trip that soon, after a few rounds, is going to go pretty wrong.
Oh, well, look, I mean, Qantas showed recently when they did that flight to nowhere, it sold out in 10 minutes.
People just want to fly.
It was just, you know, we want to get back in the air, and I get that, but I don't know. I mean, the whole dating and speed dating thing on an aeroplane, as you say, very difficult for people to leave. There's alcohol involved as well. I still remember being a kid on a long-haul flight and waking up in the middle of the night, and I saw something going on across the aisle from us, and I woke up Mum and I said, "Mum, what are they doing?" And Mum went, go back to sleep. It's still imprinted on my memory. But what about the college degree thing? I don't have a college degree. Not that I want to go on the flight, but
let's put the college degree aside and the age, you know, requirements. Yep. Would you consider speed dating on a plane? Is there a benefit
Obviously,
to that? Shelley?
very married now, but before I was married, kissed a boy on a plane. Met him.
Yeah, you did.
Sophie Monk actually met her boyfriend on a plane.
True.
You are in an enclosed space. The other thing is, you know how when you watch a sad film or something on a plane, you're a bit more emotional?
Yeah.
I reckon
Pressurised
emotions
cabin.
are a bit more heightened.
Yeah.
It could be fantastic.
Isn't that what makes it dangerous?
Yeah, and you land and go, what have I done?
Yeah, you get off that plane and go,
Judgment is impaired.
do you hit the button if you feel like I need to get out of this? So you hit the flight attendant trying to give the signal.
That's right.
Can we
Exactly.
swap
Parachute
seats?
attached.
I mean, do you just swap chairs? That's why it's speed
would be.
dating. And
It
what
would
if there's
be.
turbulence? And
And are you going to get a better class of person in business class rather than in
obviously,
I don't know.
Benjamin, obviously,
Obviously.
absolutely.
No question about it. I bet a meal
Oh, I got
too.
stuck with a bloke down by the toilet again. All right, guys, good to have you in.
Oh, we're
and
so
see you
excited.
in the flesh.
Congratulations on the new home. I
Thank
love
you
what
for
you've done with the
being
place.
here.
Christening our couch.
How happy.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Ciao.
Still
What
to
about
come
your
this
couch?
morning. Christmas comes early for one family who've gone viral for this epic display.
I might put this out with the hard